Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to the Dave World Toys Monday night special live stream, where we're doing this across the 5 nights, and hopefully it all goes well and swimmingly tonight. Um, I do have another special guest. We are just, you know, he collects a bit of everything. I'll let him introduce himself. He is all the way from across from America. Good evening, Altende.
What up, David? How you doing?
I'm not too bad, sir. How are you, sir?
Okay, okay. See if
Perfect.
it works out. If the two accents work together.
Yeah, perfect. Always. We can get through anything, sir.
Yeah,
So
we just
just,
need. We just
just
need. Sorry, go ahead.
no, go on.
Just said we just need dark league, and it will be perfect. Get Scots and English and Italian, so it will be fun.
Well, Dark Larkin is in the chat, so there he is. You've also got Mr. Ronaldo in the chat from Los
No.
uh, Keith. He's also in the chat, and
Gianni from Spain, but he's from Argentina actually. So Gianni
hey,
Cabrera.
hello, thank
Hmm.
you for joining us tonight. I hope you enjoy yourself. So, for all the new people, just for the new people for this channel, what do you actually collect, Altender?
I do collect mostly. Well, now it's. I used to be a completist of Master Universe stuff mostly. Nowadays, I'm more selective due to budget. I would say I collect mainly Master Universe, Marvel, mostly Punisher stuff, a little bit of Marvel vintage looking ones, characters, you know what I mean, and NECA slash horror stuff. That's the newer stuff, probably my newer because I started rewatching a bunch of older movies. I got like a revamp on it, but um, NECA, of course, you got all the monsters, Universal monsters, stuff like that, and the other lines, monster line, I think is the Full Moon toys, which they make all Puppet Master stuff mostly.
Yeah,
And the other line will be some Funko, some a couple of oh man, no Mezco. What's the other one? Migo.
there you go.
Couple of Migo, modern ones, Migo, Monster
Yeah,
Migo. So yeah, we say mostly Master Universe, which is probably playing. Skeleton Warriors too. I forgot about that.
yeah,
But it says easy. Skeleton Warriors in easy line is 10 pieces, so it's not a big deal.
yeah. Evening Connor from Ireland. So there's
Great.
another guy. So, but no, thanks for joining us for this Monday night. I need to say congratulations to you and your missus. Was your wedding anniversary yesterday? Was it, sir?
Yes, thank you. 12 years. Yeah, she put it
Well,
together for me for 12 years. Actually, more because we've been together longer, but
yeah.
she's been
But
very patient.
congratulations to you and your missus. I hope you both had a good time yesterday.
Yeah, yeah. Today was part two. We kind of improve. I was telling David we improve a visit to a local. We never been here. I've been here like freaking 12 years in the area. We never been to the local car museum. I thought it was more like a car museum, but it's actually really interesting. It's called Volvo Museum. It's worth it if you're in the Chicago area. Apparently, there's people traveling from all over the United States. And it's in the middle of nowhere because it's not a rural area. You know, and there's a cool gun range close too, by the way.
Yeah,
So, but it's worth it. They got a little antique mall. I gotta go back. I saw a bunch of cool stuff. I like older stuff. My wife collects mostly old church stuff. You know, creepy
yeah,
crossfix stuff like that. I'm more like they have antique toys, but the prices were crazy. They got
yeah,
Matchbox and all this, but the prices were like they
yeah.
got
But the
some origins. They have some
yeah.
origins, but
Ooh,
$20 a piece. It's not
that's not
horrible. I
too
mean,
bad. Yeah.
no,
No,
no.
they're like $30 odd now over here.
Yeah, so they had a couple interesting ones. That Orco, which is actually hard, was a little hard to find for a little bit. So an Orco for $20 well, actually wouldn't be bad. And a green Tila, the Godness Tila, which is
Yeah,
actually fairly difficult too. So yeah,
yeah. Is it the snake armor one?
yeah. The snake armor.
Yeah,
No, it was the green.
she's all in the snake.
The green. No, the green Godness. That's the snake armor one. The green Godness one. The one that on the mini comic, one of the first mini comics. She's all green. You know which one I'm talking about? Tila. I think I had it somewhere in the back of my collection. She's wearing the regular Tila. This is the new Snake Man Tila.
Yeah,
She's going to possess it. And the one at the mall was the Snake Armor one with the classic Tila outfit, but just green, like literally green. The Green Godness. I think
yeah.
it was one of the first mini comics when E-Man is a barbarian and becomes E-Man. She given the power and everything. So yeah, that's it. Nothing in the stores. I've been
Perfect.
out. So I've been finding whatever I'm finding. I had lately is everything from mail. Sorry, there's nothing really in the stores.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, but
yeah. Technically, I met you on my American Venture tour at the Chicago Toy Fair, didn't I? Last October, was it?
correct. Yeah, October. Yeah.
Yeah,
Chicago Toy Show. It's classic. I tell everybody,
yeah,
Mexicans, English, Americans, come on. It's worth it. You know that. It's great,
yeah. I'd still say it's
especially.
one of the best toy fairs with like 6 halls, but I know that this year is like, is it 50 years old, this Chicago
Oh yeah,
Toy Fair?
40 something, 48, 40 something,
Is
50,
it, I know
maybe
it's
50.
40 or 50. It's like, and they were doing a special this year, like 7 big halls for Chicago.
Oh,
And I'm
okay.
like, I was looking to come out to it by the end of the year, but I've got a few other things planned for this year.
Yeah, neither do I.
So I'm like, I just can't literally make it again. But I'll be back one day again because Chicago's just an
Hmm.
epic 2-day event or 1-day event. It's a bit of trouble
Yeah,
getting round, but lovely.
it would be cool if you find like Straco lucky find a cheap ticket. That's all. And right now, I'm going back to Italy exactly the weekend of the Chicago Toy Show because it's my parents' anniversary, 50th anniversary, so I couldn't miss it.
Well,
Um,
congratulations.
yeah, it's been a long time for that. Wish I can do the same, but
Yeah.
I'll be older when I get 50th anniversary. I will be 30. I will be, oh man, I will be 88. Doable. Um, and So yeah, I won't be able to go in April. I'm gonna visit the Venice. There's a museum in Venice called Creature di Gomma. It's a private-owned museum, not big, but it has everything from the 60s up to 90s. Most of them is promotional material, like in Italy, like molded, plastic
Is it
molded
that one?
stuff. You are correct. That's the one. You been there?
Yeah. I got them. I went to a toy fair in Italy, and the
Ah,
owners were
okay.
there giving the leaflets out. Now,
Yeah,
technically, I'm
Polizia.
going. Yeah, I'm
You
going
could.
to hopefully Italy at the end of the year.
Okay.
I'm doing like a Italy toy adventure in like November.
Okay.
And basically, I'm starting in Venice just to basically do this amazing toy show.
Yeah.
The museum. I know it appeared on the what was it? The Leicester Vintage Toys
Yep.
European toy.
Yep. Yeah. It's not really seller per se. They didn't buy a lot from me. They will Neca connect because he has something at home. I know he
Yeah,
buys stuff and then he resell to friends. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So he asked me to help him and send him stuff through, and I told, listen, dude, I had to open a
yeah,
bank account, separate. Maybe
yeah.
that. It's a good deal. Don't get me wrong. It's like the stuff that you guys can find in Europe. So don't get me wrong. It's a good business if you know shipping rates and stuff, customs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can make good money. Don't get me wrong. They find you don't need a lot of stuff. You got 10 pieces that guys don't have in Europe. You can pay the
No.
trip probably to Europe easily. So and
Yeah.
vice versa.
Yeah.
But when I'm
Technically,
over there, they don't have anything. I found a lot of stuff in Spain, but in Italy, in Venice, there's not a lot of store in Spain. There was a couple of good store, and I found actually a lot of stuff. In
yeah.
Italy, I never find anything like nothing, like new stuff.
I know
Nothing.
Italy. I found a few in Venice, but it's not Venice itself. It's just outside Venice.
Okay.
Literally across the road, there's a big shopping area outside Venice. I found a load of shops there, but they just look bog standard run of mill toy shops.
Oh yeah. I know what you mean.
Then I'm
Mm-hmm.
getting like the train down to Bologna, which then the guys did a shopping there, which looks
Mm-hmm.
absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Then I'm going down to probably see Fabrizio. I can't remember his name, but I think it's his name in Florence because I know there's that one toy
Florence.
shop I
Mm-hmm.
absolutely loved. And
Yep.
then basically, I'm doing the last
Rome, I
4 or
think.
5 days down in Rome, Italy, there's a 2-day toy fair I go to,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and that is just it's probably on par of like the NEC
Mm-hmm.
that size, but it's a bit bigger than the NEC, but not as good as Chicago, where you've got 7, 8 mega halls like that.
Yeah. But there's a
It's
couple of
smaller,
good
but it
stores.
does.
Mm-hmm. There's a
You know,
couple of good stores. Like one of my friend, Raul Pelon, is a Mexican, and was went over there. The Leicester guy went over there too in Rome. But it's funny, they don't look like toy shop. They got other stuff like books, and one was
yeah,
a place where they print stuff and in the back you had a bunch of toys. So it's not a main. There's one in Rome. It's pretty again. The
yeah,
Leicester guys visit all of them. But in Venice, close to Venice, there is a kind of a Toys R Us, but smaller. It's outside. It's close to the commercial center. But again, they got mostly new stuff. Again, if I find some stuff that we couldn't find here, I would be happy. Some Masterverse figure that I didn't get yet, or some Hot Wheels. You know, I normally buy them because the packaging is smaller in Europe compared to the American packaging. So it's always
is it like the triangle packaging, like the tri packaging for like Star Wars, for example? You get the sort of all different writing on the back, isn't it?
Except for the writing, the cardboard is actually smaller. So the American one, the cardback is taller. The European one is that big. I'm assuming they want to save space and money when they ship it. I'm guessing. And you find it normally pretty cheap in supermarket. But again, I'm not buying a lot of Hot Wheels later, but I'm always looking for some specific one. But even if I find a Master Universe, like I had a few European Master Universe Origins, and my friend sent me a Scareglow. I got a couple of Skeletors, you know what I mean? But it's nothing really like, Spain, like I said, there's in Spain, they got a chain of supermarket called the Corte Inglés. It's like, so they sell everything, food, and they got a good selection of toys. But in Italy, they got supermarkets. I don't know what they sell, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think when I went in last time, there weren't that many. It was just more or less toy centres and the toy bits and pieces. It was, you know, so
even comic shop. You gotta find a comic shop that sells.
Jonathan, so Well, technically, back to your collection, then you'd say you've probably got bigger Neca now or Masters Universe? Because I know you've been showing a lot of Neca stuff off.
Yeah, Neca probably because they're making a bunch of cool ones lately. The Master Universe, you know, Origins, they got Masterverse. I started liking the Masterverse line better than Origins, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
They're more, especially the latest one, they're really, really cool. Have you seen the one from the limited edition 2-pack one? The one that you can open the jaw on Skeletor and these two, and He-Man has the pelt. They got the die-cast weapons too. The weapons are made of. These are the 2-pack they did for PowerCon. I think PowerCon. It's a cool.
I've seen the pictures, but never seen them first. They are amazing.
Yeah, they're cool. They're $80 for 2 of these, but I think it's worth it because
the
details are the die-cast shield too.
Yeah,
the front of the shield at least. So yeah,
it's amazing when you can open Skeletor's mouth. That is unbelievable.
Yeah, it's one of my preferred characters, clearly, as you know. Yeah. I'm a fan of Skeletor. So. And they come with a ring.
Yes.
Cool
Whoa.
ring. Yeah, it's cool. It's a cool set. One of the things I spent the money, but I wasn't just for the 40 years inside. I know it's kind of hard to see, but it says 40 years inside. Yeah, it's a cool set. And from PowerCon, I like to buy like everything with Skeletor as much as possible. There's a mask they made, the PVC.
I was going to ask you about that. That looks amazing. So.
And glows in the dark too. Funny fact: the guy that makes them, I'm assuming they get paint somewhere else. Don't quote me on that. Or giving them the license for make them somewhere else. And if you turn off the light, it actually glows in the dark. So even the guy that designed that didn't know that. I'm assuming he sold the copyright to Neca. I think is distributing these too right now. You can buy them on a Big Bad Toy Store at like $50, I think. Yeah, like I said, I'm collecting half and half. You know, Neca and Behaving. They're making a lot of stuff. Master Universe, I try to buy what I like. Like this last wave of Origins, I purchased 3 of the 4 characters, not all of them, because some of them I repaint. I'm getting annoying after a while, you know what I mean? And again, expensive vehicle. I'm probably gonna stop buying them because I don't have room. And I have everything. I have everything vintage. I have 95% of all the vintage stuff. So I don't, looks, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
when you've got that much vintage, the Origins, it just doesn't add up.
Yeah, they don't.
I know when I was in America, the only thing when I was spotted in America, I wished I'd now still picked it up. It's still getting to me. You know the Revelations cartoon, Netflix Revelations. I seen the Skeletor full costume for an adult in a charity shop, and I wished I'd picked it up now. I'm still regretting it now. It's it included a mask, a full bodysuit, everything. I was like, it didn't include a staff, I didn't think, but I'd never double checked it. But that's one of the regrets I still, that was hard, but you know.
Yeah, they had a foam sword for a little bit. I never got that one either
Yeah.
because it's all stuff collectible, like Christmas decoration stuff. They Hallmark, they fly from the shelf. They're like $20, and they overcharge you. They made one, two, three, four. One is sorry, and it's three, five Hallmark.
Yeah.
I think it was more than that. Six Hallmark. Yeah, I think it's six. But in the grade school one is the one was harder to find. It looks like Castle Grade School. That's really cool.
Thanks for joining us, Al. One of your
Riscatista.
friends?
Yeah, it's a good friend of mine too. It's from Texas. Well, it's originally from Mexico too. So it's
Whoa.
Jesse. Jesse. Yeah, it's my international mafia.
That's not the person I seen you were doing a live stream on. Is it the other couple of months ago in
Yeah, there was
Mexico?
Mexican. Yeah, a couple of them, and I did a couple of them with I did a couple with Spanish people from Mexico, from Colombia, which is
Yeah.
Lupi, and then I'm supposed to do one with a good friend of mine from Argentina. Oh, I don't remember the name. Johnny Cabritos. To boost one
Yeah.
for him too, one of these Saturdays. But again, I do what I can. It's hard. But today, it's normally I'm off for work 3:30, so that's good schedule. I could have done it anyway, maybe a little later. But no, when I come back, I always start to do walk my dogs and stuff like that. So today I'm off, so I took off. So that's was perfect timing with you. So
Yeah, it's basically sometimes working the time difference out between all the different countries and everything else. And I know now you're like 6 hours behind us, and we're like crazy time. But it's one of the things I really wanted to get 3 people that mean quite a lot to me, like Shabby yesterday. You're on tonight. When I met you, we've been talking quite a lot. And then tomorrow I've got like another big, massive toy collector in the UK coming on.
Okay, cool.
That collects everything and anything like all of us do.
Okay.
I know Shabby was like really like wanted to see this one because I know he likes Masters of the Universe. So but yes, but thank you for everyone for joining us for this special Monday night live stream for celebrating 3 years on YouTube and 1,000 subscribers. So at least we got people from like Mexico, Spain. We cash you as like Italy, America, so Ireland, UK. But no, thank you everyone for joining us. If you got any questions for El Tendo, please put them in the chat, and El Tendo will probably try and answer for you if we can. The other thing you said you like collected, and I know I've seen pictures of it. You showed it off a load of times. You've got an obsession with the Punisher.
Yeah, a little bit.
Just a tiny bit. How did that all start about, or is it just when you basically seen the character, or you just went with it?
A funny fact. So I always like guns, okay, in general. So I remember seeing the Punisher back in time when I was a kid on a Spider-Man movie, cartoon. Comic. The Amazing Spider-Man 129 when he's trying to kill the Punisher. And I remember when I was a kid reading the comics and the skull, on his chest, iconic outfit,
Yeah.
And then one day I never collect comics per se, but one day I was a news agent by me, and like I said, I like guns and everything, and I saw a cover. I think it was the number 3 of Italian Punisher, which I have all of the third main 50.
Yeah.
And you can see him shooting with targets. I'm like, wow, here's a Punisher, he's back. So I bought it. And I think that was Jim Lee drawing it. And it was in black and white, which is funny. In Italy, the first 10 numbers are in black and white, like smaller size, black and white. Which is very
I know the about say big, are they? The little standard half the
big,
just it's about double the size of the Masters of the Universe little comic.
Bigger than that, probably like a Blu-ray. Yeah, a Blu-ray.
Yeah,
roughly.
Yeah,
I have them, by the way. So, like, give you an idea, this is it's not the original one. The original one is too expensive, but that would be the first appearance of the Punisher. Okay, the 129 Amazing Spider-Man. That's a reproduction. So anyway, I start buying them, and I have them actually here with me, all Italian. I got some Spanish, some Portuguese, and I don't have any English one, but specific. I think they released something different. Anyway, so I got interested too, and I started buying the comics. So you didn't find a lot of action figure back in time. I think the only one I had was the one based on the Spider-Man cartoon series from the 90s, I
Yeah.
think. So I still have them. The original one loose, and then I bought one in the package. So I always tend to buy one loose, one in the package if it's affordable, of course.
Yeah.
So I have a decent collection. I got Funko Pops, I got action figures, I got statues, I got some play sets, some a little bit of everything, PVC figures from Spain, and a little bit of everything. Like like the one we trade. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because I did a trade with you. Is it for the Rambo, was it? The knockoff
Yes,
Rambo figure?
Rambo's in grade school right now, holding the gate of grade school, so I guess work
Yeah.
with them. So yeah, it's personal, very iconic, Like
Yeah.
plus it's the less politically correct of the character of Marvel, It doesn't have a superpowers. So it's
Yeah.
different,
Well, technically, there's a couple of movies. There's a TV series out. There's
3 movies.
It's cool. Yeah. It's been he's quite a big character. Perfectly honest, we only appeared in Spider-Man. He's done really well for him.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Like again, I tend to separate myself from the newer fans. Because everybody, the TV series. Like, never mind the TV series, dude. I've been
Yeah.
watching I'm a fan since 1986. I still have a pendant silver that I broke, but with the head that I made back in 90 something, the Punisher's call. Like I said, anything I can find with his logo and it's affordable, I buy. I have all the Toy Biz, including the van.
Yeah.
Like I said, I have a couple of custom. I even have a Metzko, which it's crazy expensive for my idea, but it's cool. I bought it at a toy show, at a Chicago toy show. Actually.
Yeah, I remember that one. That was an amazing piece. At least with that one, at least you get a ton of accessories with him, and it's amazing figure.
Yeah.
But then you actually moved on to like Neca, because I know you've been putting up a load of Neca figures.
Yeah.
Recently and bits, and they are just unbelievable.
Yeah, we got Dracula, which is Bela Lugosi. Nothing against the Hammer Studio movies. Nothing against, they're great, but that's the vintage, the OG one, Bela Lugosi.
The sculpture, that is amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, the face is look alike a lot. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Yeah, it comes with a bunch of accessories. They're making a black and white one. It's kind of creepy. They're doing also the Invisible Man, which I like, from the 30s too. And they got American Werewolf. They got all the classic movies. American Werewolf in London, about Jason, Freddy. You have to, I'm not a fan of horror movie that do 7, 8 of them. After a while, get annoying. So, but they're iconic. Mummy, Karloff, Mummy, the Frankenstein, and now they got Invisible Man. They got the Lon Chaney Jr., the Phantom of the Opera coming out. It's another classic, the Monster of the Black Lagoon. And then I got Terminators, you know what I mean? I got one Predator, the original one. I got Robocop, the new version and then Chucky, and then Pennywise from Heat, one Alien, Texas Chainsaw Massacres. You know what I mean? I'm a big fan of Army of Darkness, Evil Dead, Evil Dead 2, so I got everything I could put my hands on affordable price.
Yeah. Yeah, that is an amazing figure, the Dracula.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Did a good job with him.
Yeah. Anything else you'd like to see Neca make coming up, or anything you'd like to say?
They're releasing some quite interesting figures. The only thing they tend to make the one with the clothing. I'm not a huge fan. Some of them turn out good. Some other ones turn out. So I'd like to see Day Leaves or more like more detailed stuff. You know what I mean? Like bigger size Master Puppets figures. Some other obscure movies that people don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They make all stuff that is famous. You know what I mean? There's a bunch of movies that people don't they're really not familiar with. But they're cool.
Yeah.
But
technically, the other day I did see. I don't know if it was McFarlane or Neca, but the Monster TV series. the
Oh, the
old
monster, yeah.
80s. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
doing them. That looks quite good and a bit, the
yeah.
was it else gargoyles as well, but there's a bit of a con with the gargoyle figures, I find, but that's just me. The
The
wings,
gargoyle are cool.
yeah, they're
They're
cool, but
big.
then, boys, if you want the wings down, you need to buy
Uh-huh.
then another figure to get the wings down,
Yeah, yeah.
which I can
So that's the
understand why
problem
they
with
did it,
NECA.
but yeah,
That's the problem with NECAs. They make like Dracula. You should at least buy two because you got two
yeah,
different ways to pose it. One like that, one. But NECA, they tend to do that. Like Terminator, they got three heads, so you can have three different time in a movie. And so people either you change the head or you pose them a different way. You know what I mean? But the thing, yeah, I heard about the gargoyle wings thing. Yeah, I wasn't a
yeah,
fan. I like the series, but I don't have anything gargoyle related. So, but yeah, they're always releasing new stuff. But some older movie, The Invasion of Body Snatchers, Scanners. You know what I mean? Salem Lot, some other movie, that classic movie. Day
yeah,
of the Dead, Dawn of the
yeah.
Dead, Romero
Well, at least
Zombie.
you can, at least you can virtually say any movie in the book or horror movie or virtually any movie that you can think of. Neca's actually done one.
Oh yeah, and they're getting smarter because, for example, House of Thousand Corpses, the one from Rob Zombie,
Yeah,
um, the old figure that came out a while ago got so expensive that now they're remaking it. They're
yeah,
adding a couple of accessories, but they're using the same molding. So some of the neck actually molding it's old. You can tell when you take out the figure. You can tell
yeah.
it's not a newer mold. Like Dracula is a newer one. The Terminator one is an older. So they really released previous. They don't have all the accessories, so they make a deluxe packaging. You know what I mean? But
Oh,
but they're cool. They're cool. Like I said, you don't find a lot of them in the store. Unfortunately, you can buy them online. I tried to get them from a comic shop. I'm getting tired because it gets them like months later, and
yeah,
I don't, it's like people want to see the video. I mean, my videos don't have a lot of views, except for shorts.
yeah. Connor says they need to do some basic instinct figures.
Oh, okay. As long as you can see it when she cross the legs, I mean, that would be interesting. But
Yeah. Well, technically, companies did them type of figures back in the day, so yeah.
yeah,
That's the
you could do
iconic
that.
scene from that movie, isn't it? So yeah.
Yeah, they should do the Terrifier one. Art the Clown. This is the trick or treat one. You can put on cold water, you get all bloody. I did a mini video of him. They should make an actual full size figure of him. It's from Terrifier, the movie. It's a pretty scary movie.
Whoa.
The one is details. That's 5 inches. So for a 5 inches figure, I don't know. Presume. Yeah, can you zoom it? There you go.
Yeah.
For a 5 inch figure, it's pretty good.
Yeah,
And
that's detail is amazing, isn't
yeah, and then you put in cold water, you get all bloody.
it?
So yeah, they made him. They made Captain Spaulding. So they're okay. And they're $20 figures. I mean, you can't pretend too much. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, yeah.
they got
What did you?
copyright and everything.
Yeah. What did you think of the Toon Terror ones? Because I was tempted to collect the Toon Terrors, and I thought if they're going to start doing the whole lot, there was just too many.
I have a few actually. I have the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I have Nosferatu. I have Reanimator. I have Evil Dead, of course, two. Then I have the American Werewolf in London pack, and I think I got Halloween 3.
Yep.
I didn't buy all of them because they're not cheap. They're not cheap.
No.
Especially the
Yeah.
3 pack is like $40. They're getting expensive. I got the shark one too. The
The
Jaws one
Jaws.
too.
Jaws.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was cool. That was a cool one. I got it at actually funny fact. I found that one and I found the Halloween 3 before the Chicago Toy Show. So
Yeah.
1/5 of my budget went like that. So
I can remember you said to me when you got there, you went into a Walmart or Target just down the road. It's like, and literally they had everything you wanted in there. It's like, yeah, it's a nightmare come true.
yeah, like it's right because you get there, it's like, man, I'm supposed to spend money at the show, but that happens sometimes. That's the thing. Plus, that area seems like the distribution is weird, around here. Some places don't get anything like.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. The problem is when I was in America, it's basically the toy company where they made it. They release it from like west to east or east to west. And literally, it could take 2 or 3 months to get it over if they got any
mhm,
stock left when
mhm.
they distribute it. It's like unless you're in like New York Times Square when Toys R Us was about, they got it really quick. or in Florida. Other than
Mhm.
that, it was always released in like Los Angeles first, and it was like 3 or 4 months down
Yeah.
the line to get it. It's
Mhm.
ridiculous.
Or what happened? They don't have. They still have stuff on the shelf. They don't stack. They don't put out the newer stuff. Like for example, you could find them in a local store called Ollie's and some
Yeah,
other thrift store. You can find some Master River Origins for $5. They never made it to the shelf. Masterverse are $5. They never made it to the shelf. You know what I mean? It's crazy because
yeah,
they don't bother to restock. What Mattel should do when the new stuff coming in, they should try to buy back and then give it to a thrift store. You know what I mean?
yeah,
That's the problem with
yeah,
NECA. If you go NECA, you find a bunch of old King Kongs, like 7, 8 King Kongs figures. Put them on clearance. You know what I mean?
yeah,
They don't sell. You can tell by the sales. You look at the computer.
yeah.
But
The only time you basically that's going to come sell again if another King Kong film comes out or the next Godzilla film comes out, you might just have a spurge on it, and that's it.
yeah, good point. I'll put on clearance on your website. You know what I mean? Give it to
Yeah,
somebody, guys. You want to buy? Put on clearance.
yeah,
That's a problem. I
yeah.
found
It's
once a
one thing
NECA.
that it's one thing Neca did do smart when Toys R Us did close down. They did a struck up a deal with all the Targets. So that's the only thing Neca did really well. They went straight into Target as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But like perfectly honest, like you say, when they've got Big Bad Toy Store, when he's got almost free shipping across America, and you can pay graded figures, that sort of stuff. It's not worth thinking about shopping, is it?
No, no. Gas wise,
And
not worth it.
I know Joel from Big Bad Toy Store gets them in quick. I know he
Yeah.
does. In fact, ship all the way. I've done quite a 3 or 4 orders from Joel from Big Bad Toy Store, and occasionally, yes, you do get import duties in the UK, but if you want to figure quicker and sometimes a bit cheaper than over here, it's the way to go.
Yeah, they know the shipping for overseas is not ridiculous. Actually, it's pretty fair. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? But yeah, that's a problem because, like I said, some stuff I cannot find it. You know what I mean? It's take
yeah,
forever. The only thing is weird for them is the release date. Sometimes you don't have anything for a month, and then suddenly you got 17 in your card. I'm like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
The
I
thrill
know
of
over
the
the
hunt
last,
is always. Go ahead,
yeah.
sorry.
No, go on.
The thrill of the hunt is always cool, but
Yeah,
nowadays it's getting problematic. Gas, time, and
yeah,
my area there's way too many collectors. Way no,
yeah,
mostly I'm hoping they're collector and not resellers. That's what I can't stand. But
yeah,
not reseller per se. People, not even reseller. People that flip the stuff online for 4 times the price. That's what I don't like. People resell. I understand they gotta make a living, but when they sell something on eBay for 5 times the price or 4 times, that's piss me off a little bit.
yeah. Especially like Amazon, that sort of stuff. When Amazon sells out of it and they're not getting more in it, and it's like 5 times the price. I'm like, nah. You know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
the only good
And
thing at the
they always like.
moment,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Like
the
Amazon,
only
you
good
can get
thing,
some. Go ahead. Sorry.
the only good thing at the moment in the UK, we've got like over here, like where you are, game shop.
Mm-hmm.
We call game over here, but we're getting a lot of reduced toys and that sort of stuff. And I know
Okay.
Baz has been picking up like the old Origins Battle Armor He-Man for like £5.
Oh wow.
The Revelations Beastman for a tenner.
Wow.
They've just got a lot, and all the vehicles in for like £5 or £10 each, or the brand new ones, Origins.
Crazy.
It's been crazy, but it's been like whoa. That's just like Game over here, which is it the Game Station over there or something?
Hmm. I don't know. You got the
Yeah.
one I know is GameStop.
That's it, yeah,
GameStop is
GameStop.
one.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's just how we just call it Game over here, but I know it's GameStop in America. So that's why we're getting a lot of clearance now stuff with them.
Yeah, depending on the
But
area. My GameStop was small. They don't have a lot of stuff. We got FYE that carries some collectibles. It's a store that sell DVDs, music. It's called FYE. And then one of my mall, they have a guy that is selling old toys, but the price is like if we're a
yeah,
collector. They go, oh, on eBay he goes, I don't know, like that's why I tell everybody when I go to Chicago to show them, they tell me, on eBay is like I don't care about eBay prices. I don't pay eBay.
yeah.
I'm sorry, unless I
No.
really want something, and but
The,
it's
the only thing I found with eBay, honestly, was nowadays you can find an eBay, especially Neca. They put in the original products with Neca on it, and it almost says at the bottom, Styles may vary or may come in a bag, and they're not the official toys of Neca.
Okay.
There's a lot of that happening at the moment on eBay. If you're not reading the fine print on description, it is crazy. And it's like a few of our friends sell on eBay all year round. They even rang me up the other day, what's going on? No one's buying. I said, Toy Fair season's just started last week.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, last week we had Liverpool Comic Con. This weekend, you might have heard it, Star Wars celebrations in London.
Okay. No, I heard about it. But
Yeah. So everyone's going now back to the toy fairs or conventions to get the stuff. But other than that, I'm trying not to buy off of eBay if I can possibly help it. Also, we like we got the, like you say, the flea markets or car boots starting up soon again.
Yeah.
So it's
eBay. I mean, I bought a few things on eBay because I was looking for some movies, and I found some decent prices. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like over here. I use a lot of Mercari. Mercari is like an alternative to eBay. I think it's better communications.
Yeah.
The seller doesn't get paid until you give the approval. You know what I mean? Like, oh, the stuff is good, it's good to go, and then you get paid, which is cool. Any problem, it's more.
Yeah. It's perfectly honest, Jonathan. Yeah, I absolutely love KOs and knockoffs, that sort of stuff. I've got quite a lot of them in my collection. Sometimes yeah.
I never saw them. The generic or knockoff Neca. I never saw them, honestly.
They're quite easy to come across, more or less in bags and that sort of stuff. It's they were quite. It's still the same molding. It's just slightly paint jobs are different, if you know what I mean.
No, gotcha. Okay. So probably they come from the factory. Somebody took it out, or like when I get stuff from Malaysia, Origins, they got a case from Malaysia. Well, there used to be a factory over there, and I don't know if they're there anymore. But
yeah,
so maybe it's where they come from. But it's sometimes either you wait. That's we do pre-order. That's the point. Pre-order stuff. You open and everything doesn't come in. At the same time, like the Origins, they literally announced this wave with the King Randor, the Snake Trooper, and Snake Tila, and they announced it later, and week after coming out. Like, man, I pre-ordered I didn't pre-order everything they released.
Yeah,
because there's too much. Masterverse, there's like 7 out of 8, which is gonna be fun to pay for, but but they're cool. They got the web store. They got a bunch of cool ones coming out.
I know yesterday, Shabby showed off me all I can remember, it's all in green and he's a frog head. There was the exclusive one. It's the Eternia's. It's the Skeletor's underground mutants or whatever they are in the cockpit. He just received that. And the card art on that was just second to none. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, fortunately you gotta open that. That's a bad news. Nowadays they make rarely. They make 1 or 2 that you can keep the blister, like the Camocan. They had a blister you can open it. I'll pay a couple of bucks extra if you have a packaging you can open. I don't mind it, you know what I mean?
Like the card just pops out and then the figure comes out. That'll be perfect.
I bought some of them, they're okay. Some of them I bought them like, you know what I mean? Like I open it like whatever. I only left 3 clubs, which the alternative color, but it's like, you know what I mean? I might end up selling them colder. I'm not crazy for them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, Karen.
No, like I said, I'm getting more selective. I sold a bunch of stuff. I got a couple of classics from my friend at Geek Toy Art, the store by me, 40 minutes from me. And I got a trade in for some classics, which I like better. I'm trying to build my collection of Master Universe classics. They kind of go with the newer Masterverse, kind of. The size now, but like this style wise, they can blend in. But there's way too much coming out. I can't keep up with Origins. I'm like,
Technically, I've just got received a picture from one of our friends. It's got all the Motor Origins released and coming up to the end of this year. And it's like the amount of figures on there, it's just unbelievable. I think there's probably 1 more figure or 2 more figures I still want, which is the Snake Armor He-Man, which I know you've got. And then there's the Ninja, but he's in white.
Yeah, the one I pass on.
Yeah. The only thing I
Yeah,
might get is the Ninja in white, because I like the Ninja in black originally. So
yeah.
I I can't grumble too much, but it's the only things, other than that, I collect the Netflix cartoon CGI cartoon ones.
Yeah, they're okay. They're okay. I have a few.
Yeah, I'm still missing a few of them, but I've got almost a complete collection to be released in the UK, not America yet. I know there are a few more just come out in America,
Did you
but
see the Skeletor, that TV series Skeletor Masterverse one?
yeah,
The bigger one with the chain
yeah,
and everything. That's cool.
yeah,
And I have the glowing, the green one. That one I found for $5 in a retail store. But I have every version of that Skeletor. It's cool. I like it. It was a
yeah,
good series. No, I
yeah,
used to have a Snake Mountain, but I again, same story with the Funko Pop. I have every single Funko Pop they released, and I sold on my collection because I need a space. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Eventually, I need to buy another one of those IKEA glass cabinet one of these days. The problem is they're too expensive, and my for what they are, you gotta
yeah,
have
yeah,
lucky to find because I need at least one, two more glass cabinet pros. Yeah, at least two.
yeah. And it comes down to space. It's like, yeah, yeah. The problem with like Masters of the Universe, you've got the Origins,
Mm-hmm.
Revelations, Netflix cartoon series. You've also got Funko Pops. You've
Mm-hmm.
got your minifigures, the little minifigures
Yep.
they did.
Yep. The one yeah, me ordered.
You've
Yep.
got Mega Blocks or Mega Constructs did them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then all the other little companies in between A and Z. It's like, where do you start and stop?
I used to be more like, oh, God, I have everything now. I'm more relaxed. Like this, the Mega Blocks staff for Skeletor. I think on
Yeah,
Amazon it went down to 40% down the price. So I'm gonna
yeah.
wait. Maybe
Hi,
get
G
it.
Force. G Force is quite a good. He likes his Skeletor scheme and that sort of stuff. But then you've
Right.
also got the Matty collection ones. You've also got the Super 7.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you start and stop? You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, some of them are cool. Like they released the, if you find it, I like it a lot. The King Randor from 2000X, the new Origins. That one is cool if you find it. It's a really cool figure. They did a good job with the face sculpt and everything. Uh,
1 second.
look like my good friend from the 10pm a little bit, but see,
Whoa,
yeah, it's cool, right? It's cool
that is
outfit.
different. Yeah, that is well
The
different.
face sculpt is really good too. They did a good job with the face sculpt. So it's something different, put in a collection. It goes together with the Snake Man and the Snake Armory Man, the Snake Armor Skeletor. That's a cool figure too, Snake Armor Skeletor. And then I got also today the they call it the Snake Trooper, they call it, which is an old trooper with the snake there. It's kind of cool too. In person looks better.
That is quite nice in black. That is really.
Yeah, right. It looks like an old trooper, kind of a black. And then again, I'm doing the video in these days. I filmed and I'm gonna release it in the next week. So
Yeah,
and then next I'm gonna open it later and film probably the Snake Tila, which is the one I showed before. It's cool.
yeah.
Like,
That
that
is.
was both debating. Do I want it? Do I don't want it? I'm like, but then I look in person. It's pretty cool. Some stuff you gotta see in person. Unfortunately, the picture doesn't give justice sometimes. That's
No.
the problem. But
Yeah, it's one of the things when you take out a packaging, it's so much more detailed. And
hmm
the only good thing with like Mattel, I quite liked where there is differences between the new stuff and the old stuff. So even if you put it up on like say eBay or somewhere, at least you can tell the
hmm
difference in the picture.
correct. hmm
That's with the arms and double joint. That's the only thing I really do like about Mattel.
Yeah, what's the problem lately? Personally, lately I spend all the money in not DVDs, on DVDs. Well, some of them are older. So I got to kind of, between the two things, I'm building a collection of stuff that I like to watch. Again, Neca, they're doing the same thing. They're coming out with a bunch of stuff. I pre-ordered the Captain Spaulding from House 1000 Corpus, the version with the cloth. It looks like cool. He has the two middle fingers. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
cool. The tattoos in his hands. It's really cool. Actually, the face is like creepy, so it goes very well with that figure. So, it's I kind of like it. It's different. I think the horror section of the collection is actually something different.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and Punisher too. Somebody comes in like, holy smoke! And like, it's. I think it's pretty good. It's one of the not one of the best collections because I have friends in America. They have everything, like everything.
Oh,
But it's a
all the
pretty good
stuff.
collection.
It like you say, you're telling me, it comes down to space and that sort of stuff. It's like weedy starting stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Good point.
You know, it just comes down to space. Now, what do you collect? What how far do you go with it? It's like, do you just
Mhm.
collect the one item, or that's it, or do you collect a bit of everything? Yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
Like I said, I got a little bit of everything. I'll like let me grab a couple of things to show you. You know what I mean? There's a little bit of all kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Don't forget, guys, ladies and gentlemen, I am back tomorrow evening from 8 o'clock with another special toy guest. Sorry, 9 p.m. UK time. A big toy mega collector in the UK. He has once again like Necas, like Hasbro's, everything big toys. So join me tomorrow night. I will put
Sure.
L10 days details in the description at the end
Thank you.
after.
Thank you. I was going to see if I find something peculiar to show you. Probably seen it, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, everything I move, I gotta be careful to fall down. You know, it's like a.
Yeah, to be careful, dude. But yes, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe also to our 10 day. I'll get him to put up his details in a bit. But here's some of this guy's, Punisher collection.
That's the Toy Biz Punisher van.
He's one hard piece.
Yeah, and I have the box too. And I sticker went even on the vehicle. I put them on the vehicle. My wife's like, "Are you crazy?" Like, what's the point? You gotta play with it, right? So you still have the tape on the guns inside. You can see that the guns inside. You can still have the tape when
Yeah,
they ship it out. So it's a cool vehicle, and yeah,
I like
and
the
also
wheel rims. I do like the
yeah,
wheel
right,
rims.
yeah, right. Yeah, it's cool. And then I think the front you can transform it. I don't remember how it works. I've been play with it in a while, so yeah, you can open it. They got the guns coming out. See?
Yeah, unbelievable.
Yeah, it's kind of cool from Toy Biz from the I don't know 90s, I think. Yeah, it's cool piece. And it has a gun that you can put them on the side that I connect on the side. It's cool piece. Again, I think I paid like 120 a little bit ago, so it's now wasn't horrible, but it got more expensive, of course. You know that more time passed, more stuff got expensive, but.
Yeah, $350 plus. Connor from Ireland says he thinks it's up now.
That
Yeah,
one 350? No, that one
yeah,
that was like 120, I think, back in time. Box and everything. Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, they're harder to find nowadays because
yeah,
people. But you can find some. You gotta be lucky, struck or luck. Even at Chicago Toy Show, if you right
yeah,
time, right moment, you gotta find a vendor. Be polite. That's I tell everybody. Even the prices may be high, yes, but be polite. Ask the vendor, hey, what you can do. Anything you can do. Sometimes some people are cool. Sometimes are and they're no very what's the use like flexible on the price. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So, but I like to
yeah,
go. I tell everybody
yeah.
if you don't go if you have $50. Don't even show up. So,
No,
don't even go because I'm not super far, but it's 1 hour drive, go and
yeah.
come back. 1 hour, so a 2 hour drive. So it's gas all day. So $10 entrance.
I think the only thing that puts me off the place when I go to there, when you don't drive, it's a bit awkward. But when you get to the place, there's only like one burger van or one food vendor,
Mm-hmm.
and I also think it's quite stupid to have one food vendor there. It's the only thing that puts me at that place off.
I
It's just
see.
the
You mean you
one.
should have more choices? You should have more
Yeah, there could
choices.
be like if I had like 20, 30 more food vans outside, it'd be more desirable, more bits.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
that's the only thing I find. It's like there's
Yeah.
one vendor food out. That's the only thing that's
Mm.
you
To be
know.
fair, if you have a car, you can pick up your car, and there's a
Yeah,
lot of stuff around it, like a lot of stuff.
yeah,
Worst case scenario, if you're out of the show, you have a Costco card, you can go Costco. They got a semi-edible pizza for $5. I mean, it's not the best pizza
yeah,
in the world, but I mean, it's
yeah,
better than.
yeah. least it's just round the corner, so at least that's the good
Yeah,
thing about it.
yeah.
So
I normally tend to do a nice breakfast and I have dinner early. You know what I mean? So, but it takes like an hour. Then I stop. I stop with a Target on the way there. It's a good Target. So I always find one or two things when I go there. And I don't take the highway. I don't like. I take the back road because I like relax. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
it's all day project. You know, because I leave normally at 7, and I'm leaving the show around 1:30, 2 o'clock. I don't stay till the end. You could stay till the end, get better deals, but a lot of people leave by 12:30. Actually, 12:30,
yeah.
1 o'clock. They
The
leave by
bad thing
now.
is when you walk around once or twice, and it is quite a big convention. Trust me,
Mm-hmm.
it does drain you out, and technically it finishes at like 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
So I've been lucky because I know one of the dealers there, so I normally help him pack down. He normally drops me back to the hotel, or we normally go out for a meal just on the way home, all that sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Um,
I don't look at everything. I skip a bunch of stuff because I don't know manga, Pokemon, what I
yeah,
mean, Funko, But still, you got Ramage. That's a secret. I found
yeah,
a bunch of good stuff in a bin on the corner,
yeah,
and I'm like, how much you want? $5. I'm like, okay. Years ago it was amazing. I got a bunch of
yeah,
Master Universe vintage one at stupid prices. I got a
yeah,
box of Hot Wheels, like a box of Hot Wheels. There's some collectible ones that I already sold, and I make twice the not make. I already sold and made some money. You know what I mean? On eBay
yeah,
and
yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
No, actually a local collector, but I found a bunch of. You could find some good stuff. I mean, some good stuff. Classics used to you could find Skeleton Master Universe Classic for $30, 2000 X E-Man for 15, $10. Nowadays everything that. So I'm trying to rebuy 2000 X, but E-Man's a Skeleton, but I have only a few, but the prices got stupid on those things too. I mean, everything Master Universe, That's gonna
yeah.
that's gonna drive me off a little bit, I don't want to say I don't like the line anymore, but I kind of lost a little bit of you know what I mean? Enthusiasm.
Well, that's the good thing about your collection is you can move to Masters Universe, back to Neca, back to Punish if you spot that.
Mm-hmm.
At least
Mm-hmm.
it keeps you hunting for the thrill all the time, but not like if you only collect like just one line, you are
Mm-hmm.
scupped or buggered,
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah,
there you go.
like to give an example, I still like collect guns and buy guns, but I work for a company that makes gun parts. But it kind of ruined it for me. So I still like the hobby, going out shooting with
Yeah,
friends. But before I was watching 9 video, 10 a day of guns. Nowadays it's one every 25. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So I got 10 video friends collector, every single one of them. The European one is difficult because of the time change. So I'm missing a bunch of videos because I got 25 notifications. So, like a toy poloi, you try to see as much as possible, at least comment, but it's the art that I don't have the time, it's during my work schedule, then I see your
yeah,
videos. A toy poloi normally you release them normally in American evening time,
yeah,
5 or 6 p.m. So it catch probably both of the world, you know what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
Analog toys and studies in Australia, so it tend to normally post video in the early afternoon over here, 3 or 4 o'clock. Some friends in Spain that normally do mid time, you know what I mean? That's the problem. I try to follow everybody. I have a decent amount of subscribers. I got 3,000. I don't remember. I lost the track, 2,300 or something like that. But my views as far guns were like
yeah,
exponential. As far toys, if I'm
yeah.
lucky, 100, 150. But I don't do for views. I don't monetize my video. I
No.
don't care. So I can swear during my video if I have to say something. I don't give. I mean, it's. I
At
do
least you
not
can
do
look
for.
back on it. At least you know what you got in toy wise. At least you got in the gun section. At least you know what you
Correct.
had or got, that sort of
Correct.
stuff.
Correct.
That's
Correct.
the main thing about doing this. Just
Mm-hmm.
in case, like, for example, one of my main doing is for insurance purposes. The people said, more insurance you can show us what you got
Mm-hmm.
or what you're in the collection, the
Mm-hmm.
more money will, pay out.
Mm-hmm.
It's the more money, the more you can show us, the more we can say, yeah, I'll just take it.
But the
But
sad
we
thing
all,
is also the sad thing that shorts are the one making views, which is
yeah. At the moment, the sort of
unfortunate.
thing YouTube are doing is just pushing short videos,
Mm-hmm.
which is your camera just upright, anything less than 60 seconds. If you even people have done old videos, just put them into short videos, and they're still
Yep.
getting a bit. But I know some of the people that are still doing full length videos getting the views because they got the subscriber count
Mm-hmm.
built up over the time.
Mm-hmm.
But at least they're doing a bit of everything and anything. So,
Yeah.
but but that's good advice for everything. So, El Tende, where can we actually find you, sir?
There will be El Tenda's channel on YouTube, and on Instagram will be El Tenda 2 with a number 2. My Instagram is more like a personal stuff. It's funny if you want to stop by, say hi. You know what I mean. You can see my what I collect, what I post a bunch of pictures of my dogs, but uh, the Tenda's channel will be on YouTube. It's
Well, if you want to
mainly
send me the links to whatever you want to put up in the description down below, I'll gladly do that after the stream or
okay.
tomorrow morning. I'll put
Yeah,
your
whatever you
details
have
in the
already, like my
yeah.
YouTube and my Instagram, you have them. You can share them. It's fine with me. I do Facebook. I don't do Facebook a lot, so but
No,
YouTube and mostly toy reviews. Then normally I tend to keep them down to 3 minutes, 4 minutes. I don't show the joint. I don't like to.
yeah.
Whatever.
Well, you've seen a joint. You've seen a joint. All the figures exactly the same articulation, unless it's something different,
Yeah,
and
if it
that's
was like
it.
a
So
1980s rare piece of Master Universe, maybe I spend more time. It's just like newer stuff. People want to see, make an example. They want to see how you move the arms, the accessories,
yeah,
stuff like that. That's it. They don't care. Okay, I know what I'm buying. You know what I mean? Okay, that's cool. Nah, I'll wait. Nah, you know what? He's right. You should probably wait. You know
yeah.
what I mean?
So,
But
but yes,
it's a
but
hobby.
yes. But yes, other than that, I just want to give a big shout out to everyone that joined us tonight for this Monday night
Mm-hmm.
special. For this, I've got 3 years on YouTube coming up on Wednesday. I'll just hit the 1,000 subscriber eventually after almost 3 years. I just want to say a big thanks to Jonathan, G Force, Full of Figures, the guy from Spain and Mexico earlier, was
Mm-hmm. Tattoos from Spain. I want. Yeah.
yeah. Baz at the beginning, Mr. Ronaldo at the beginning. I think they just jumped in to say hello. Everyone else. So I will be back tomorrow night at 9 p.m. on my channel, doing another like a Tuesday night special live with a special friend of mine. I am going, head to head with a few friends of ours, but it's one of the things I just needed to do something special for my 3-year anniversary.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He's a big, massive collector. He's a massive, big channel, so he's quite a big guy tomorrow.
Oh wow. Okay.
So that'll be interesting tomorrow night. And then Wednesday, 8 o'clock, I'm still working what I'm actually doing for my 3 year on YouTube, because that's the official date. I know I've almost up to 1,500 videos, just over 500,000 views, that sort of stuff over the channel. I am still Mr. Day over the last 3 years at all. It's almost been 2, 3 videos per day on my channel, which
Oh
is
wow.
very, like you say, hard to do,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And then me and Baz will be back this Thursday night on Baz's channel, Dark Like in 81. Friday, there's nothing on this week because everyone's at Star Wars Celebration. But Star Wars Celebration will be on their YouTube channel and there'll be a load of videos. So, guys, enjoy that. I just want to say thanks again for everyone for an amazing night tonight. Thank you, Attendate, again.
You're welcome.
Please wish your missus a happy anniversary from all of us on YouTube and across the
Thank you.
world. So once again, thanks again, guys. Stay safe, keep well, and enjoy the rest of your evening, day shift, rest of the week, guys. And thank you very much. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Bye.
Thank you. It's I'm a